I don't think I could ever do psychedelics again.
Again?
I did. Remember my stupid fucking week-long mind trip? I did.
Yes. Okay, yes.
So let's tell everyone about that story. I did some tea. I don't fucking know. It's never it's never a good idea if you don't know.
Green tea?
No, it was black as fuck, dude. I think it was like the devil's like blood, bro. I don't know what it was.
Was it African American tea?
No, it was a tea of color. It was so we're hanging out at a buddy's house. Sean Hawkins was there, a few other people, that group of people, you know who I'm talking about. And we're hanging out with this dude. He was like Navajo or something. I don't know what he was.
Yeah.
I don't think he was Navajo. Whatever Pocahontas was, I think he was that one. He was
the Pocahontas tribe?
He was Pocahontas tribe, yes. He was part of the Hontuses.
The Hontuses?
He was in some sort of tribe, and he was like, hey, like, do you guys want to drink this tea? It makes you hallucinate, but it's only for like an hour or two. It'll be fun. We'll all do it. And this is like at a time in my life where I was like doing other stuff. Like I was doing ecstasy and fucking smoking pot. And what's a little like Hontus tea gonna do?
Hontus tea.
Little Hontus tea. It's so like I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And there's like 5 of us. I watched him. He gets it's like a flower from a cactus somewhere here. He gets it here in Las Cruces, dude.
Wow.
He takes the flower and he grinds it up in what almost looks like a weed grinder. And then he boiled it in the water, and then he used this little thing to strain all the herbs out.
Yeah.
To where he just had
a strainer.
A strainer, I think it was called. Did you go to that math class in high
school?
I
might have.
You're so fucking smart right now. Yeah, he like, but it wasn't like a fucking strainer like you like have noodles with. It was like one of those mini little like scooper ones, and he would like squeeze it with like a spoon, a crack spoon. The story's getting crazy, huh? Just a regular spoon. Because there's only 2 types of spoons, by the way. There's a crack spoon and a regular spoon. But a regular spoon could easily become a crack spoon. But a crack spoon should never become a regular spoon after you used it for crack. That's just the thing.
Probably not.
Let's move on. So he had a spoon, and he strained all the stuff out, and then so we gave us the tea, maybe like this much in a cup. We're all hanging out, and we started drinking it. And all I remember is like an hour passed. We drink our cup like fucking pretty quick.
Yeah.
And nothing was happening, and it wasn't happening for anyone else either. So everyone's just kind of hanging out. And I remember it did give me fucking cotton mouth, like bad cotton mouth, like if I had like smoked a bunch of weed or something. And I think during this time it was hitting me, but like, you know, when like, you know, you're like, oh, this is nothing. Like, I don't think I'm there yet. And so, but I had cotton mouth. So kind
of like, what was it? Wolf of Wall Street when they take the pills.
Those Quaaludes.
Yeah.
This was way worse than that.
Worse than that?
I mean, Jesus Christ. Don't put me up against that scene. It was longer than that for sure. But I when I had cotton mouth, I went around and I started drinking everyone's fucking tea, dude. Because I had cotton mouth, and so I was like, oh, like, anyways, like, how's life been? And then like his would be gone because I fucking drink it. Yeah. And I did that with everyone. So it turns out that I drink like a lot of fucking tea.
Wow.
And so everyone started tripping out, and I remember like I started tripping out way harder than them. And then for like an hour or two, it started off small. I think I like would see like a thing on the carpet, like a stain on the carpet, and it would move, and I thought like it was a bug or something. Yeah. Then I'd fucking like look, and it wasn't. Other people would say stuff like, dude, look at that thing on the ceiling, and I would look up, and I would see kind of what they're seeing. Yeah. So it started off fun, and then they all came down.
Wow.
And so like they were,
and you're still way up there in the clouds.
Yeah. So they all came down at one point, and I was like, I remember them telling me, they're like, dude, we're going to bed. And I'm like, how the fuck are you guys going to bed with all these fucking sea urchins? Like, I was seeing all kinds of shit. You guys are just going to sleep in this fucking house? There's like all this crazy stuff happening. And then so they decided to go to sleep. In my trip, I thought I slept, but apparently I did not. I just stayed up all night doing something. I almost fought one of the girl's brothers. And because I lost my sense of balance, and I fell into him, and he thought I was drunk, but I was really just tripping on tea, on this Hontus, little Hontus.
On the Hontus tea.
And then so like everyone, and then they woke up at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still like all fucking dead eyed on the couch, like, Will, you good? And I'm like, dude, like all this shit, like in my trip, like all these things had happened. I had conversations with people that weren't there. I was walking around doing stuff, but I really wasn't. I was just sitting in this chair, and they got so annoyed with me that they're like, dude, I can't fucking like have him here anymore. Because they were already coming off of it, and, like not feeling great, and I was just seeing stuff that wasn't real. And so like they were, we called up. That's when they called Lord and Hector.
Oh wow!
And they're like, hey man, like Will's tripping out. He can't stay at our house. Like he's gonna have to stay with you for a while. And like in my trippy brain, I'm like, dude, take me wherever. Like just get me out of this fucking
anywhere
house,
but
dude.
here.
Yeah, this house is a goddamn nightmare. And so they took me to Lloyd and Hector's, and I tripped for, I think, like 3 days straight.
3 days?
Nonstop. And when I got to their house, like, Will, what's wrong with you, dude? At one point, I thought, all I remember is that it would be daytime.
Did you sleep at all in those 3 days?
I thought I did. Again, like in my head, I'm like, oh, thank God I've been getting sleep. And then they were like, dude, you haven't slept. Dude, you've been doing up all night. Like, we had to check in on you. You've been doing the weirdest shit. And at points, I would just sit there like this.
Just sitting on the couch staring at the wall.
Like for a long ass time.
Wow.
But in my head, I was doing shit. And so like, yeah, just it'd be daytime. It would be hanging out. Like it really was daytime.
Yeah.
But in my trip, like it would just like a movie scene, and it would be dark. And they were like, we're at a fucking party. There's a party in the house. And these dudes are trying to fight me. And they're like, fuck you, Will. And I'm like, I got up. Like, and in my head, I'm at a party. But like Lloyd and Hector are looking at me like, what is he doing? And I walked over to the front door. It's like a glass door.
Yeah.
And in my head, again, nighttime, dudes outside trying to fight me. And I'm like, you want to get it? And they're just like, Will, what are you doing? And I went up to Lloyd and I'm like, dude, these dudes are trying to fucking fight outside. And he's like, dude, nobody's there. And I started getting mad at Lloyd. I'm like, oh, okay. You're not going to have my back. Yeah.
That's how
what do you mean no one's there? All right, fuck you then, dude. But then all of a sudden he's like,
thought we were brothers.
Yeah, you dick. He was like, Will, nobody's outside and we're not at a party. And I was like, what do you mean? And I would look outside and it was like, I was back and like normal. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I swear to God, there's a party right now. And that's when they were like, dude, all right, Will's on some shit.
Yeah.
And I lost my ability to see short, like in front of my face. Like my near vision, whatever.
Nearsighted.
And so
is that what it is?
I couldn't read my own text. And I could hold it out like really far. And I think I could kind of see a little bit.
Yeah.
But it got better the further away it was. So my depth perception was off. And so like each day I'd wake up. Apparently I didn't fucking like sleep at all.
And I would wake up.
And I would just look at my phone and I would just see like, and it was a little bit clear. And on the third day, maybe 3 days of tripping. So on the fourth day, I woke up and I could read my fucking text, dude. I was like, yes! I was so happy, dude. And I was like, I'm never going to do anything else ever again. I mean,
clearly was not true.
For sure not true. But I did never do a psychedelic again.